These blues in my pocket, I look like a crip. Shit was crazy, growing up like 80, came up off a zip, gon' go out blazing. Nigga try to play me, I'm coming off the hip.
What's up, YouTube, man? We back. Let's go ahead and start this thing off right. If you got a loved one doing time in prison, send them a copy of the #1 magazine publication in the nation, and that is Street Elements Magazine. You know, if you got a loved one doing time in prison, send them a copy of Street Elements Magazine today. All right? Hit that like button, subscribe, notification button, and let's keep pushing the platform forward, man. For real, man. We all back today, man. But look at here, man. We're gonna go ahead and get into a story, man, how I first seen K Mack or ran into K Mack. And everybody wondering, who was K Mack? Well, K Mack was a DEA agent working the city of Tampa in the 90s. He came around here, he came down here from Houston. That's what I remember what I was told. He came from Texas. Let me say it like that. He came from Texas or Houston, and he came to Tampa, and his specific job was to make sure he round up all the players. And y'all ain't familiar with the term players was anybody that was out there in the streets selling drugs. So that was his terminology, you know. And the first time I ever heard about K Mack, I want to say it came from Black Pop. Black Pop is the first person ever mentioned K Mack to me. I can remember one day I was at his car lot, his on Hillsborough, right? You know, and during this time, you know, I think he hadn't got jammed up. And he told me it was a new DEA agent in the city, and his name was K Mack. You know? The second time I heard this dude's name, well, that was from my partner, Wee Wee. You know? Now, me and Wee got a long history. We go all the way back to rolling dolls with one another, you know? You know, I used to always carry dolls out, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We just go back and forth with them game dolls, right? But anyway, this was around about like 1998, right? And everybody in the city really making some money, man. There's some dudes out here really doing their thing out here, you know? You had Jamaican Ted back then. You had Marlon had the Benz back then. You know, you know, he had a whole fleet of cars. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had that, I still had the Tahoe back then. Yeah, I had the Tahoe, but it wasn't like it was when I had it in 96. You know, you had Bucci, you had my homeboy Albert. You know, you had a lot of dudes that were around here making money, man. You know, you had PP and Billy Boy them out of Central Park. You know what I'm saying? You had Lil Cav, you had a lot of people around here making some noise around here in the city back then, you know. Anyway, during this time, the city was being flipped. You know, the city was being flipped on a rapid scale, dog. You know, a lot of dudes were falling. I'm talking about back to back, back to back. Kenneth Mormon had his hand in it. You know, he was a detective with the city of Tampa, and he was doing his thing, ranking dudes up, you know, running them up there. I mean, he was doing his thing out there. He had a lot of people out here working for him, you know. But during this time, when K Mack came, things started getting serious, man. Dudes started getting a whole bunch of time for that work. You know, dudes were getting a hell of a lot of time for that work back then, you know. So, I can remember we telling me about K Mack, because K Mack was the one that got him jammed up, you know. His situation went like this. The dude Louis, who a few dudes were dealing with, he was a Colombian, I don't know what he is, but I know he was a Spanish dude. The dude Louis was dealing with a few guys, and evidently him and Wee Wee had some type of transaction go on. But in the midst of the transaction, Louis was already working with the DEA. You see? So when they met up at the little location, Wee Wee apparently thought he seen somebody behind him, like somebody traveling behind him. So he told Louis to man, peel off right here, man. I think something ain't right. So the dude Louis apparently peel off, and then we said he go back and go try and find the car that was following him, right? So he said, man, now he thinking in his head, nah, man, I'm just tripping, man. Maybe I was just tripping. And then when he pull up from off the back street and pull up back up on Hillsborough, when he started passing the little hotels on the side, he noticed that there was a whole bunch of sheriffs over there. But in his mind, he thinking they're doing a prostitution sting or something like that. He think they're doing a prostitution thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Sometimes your mind, you got to pay attention to your mind. He knew someone right, but sometimes the eagerness to go pull a play make you don't think straight. Just like me when I got caught on the interstate. All the signs of a death, But anyway, he said he follow him down, stop him, pull him over, do the little deal with him. Once he do the deal with him, the dude throw the shit in his car, he peel off. All of a sudden, he see the car that he thought he seen, He seen it again. So anyway, boom, chase went on, he get away. Boom, 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 that's a whole nother story. He get away. But anyway, when they catch him, finally get him, boom, he let him out on bond. I go holler at my homie. I go holler at him. He tell me, that's what real nigga do. He sit down and tell me, hey man, can I look at him, man? Shh. Man, look at him, man, a dude named K Mack. Man, look, he got a book. He got everybody in the city book facing this joker. He said, man, I'm gonna keep on. He said, got your name in there too. He said, yeah, man. He said, but look out for him. He said, man, he be in a burger in Malibu. I said, yeah, man, how he look? He man, kind of little short, little stocky white dude. You know what I'm saying? Buzz cut, red hair. I'm like, damn, okay, homie. At the time, he had the ankle monitor on, so, I know shit serious, because at the time, Black Pop a lot of dudes hadn't got knocked off during that time. A lot of dudes hadn't got flipped. So shit was serious. Niggas knew that being out here in the streets right now is dangerous, because them folks out there lurking from both directions. Meaning the city of Tampa working, trying to get you, and the government trying to get you too. They trying to sweep us all up. You feel me? You had dudes go in before where they had mace with a life sentence. Not fail. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of dudes fail in the city back then, and dudes didn't really know what was going on, but it was a trick being played on us though. See? But we were too far deep in it. But it is what it is. But anyway, so he tell me about K Mack. I said, okay. So now, maybe a few weeks or maybe a couple of months later, I can remember my homie Cardo, Booty, we call him Booty. Him and my partner Tyrone, they was coming from somewhere. And they had an accident in the neighborhood. Now, when they had this accident, apparently they was dirty at the time. But somebody made a quick decision to make a move real quick and then come back to the scene of the crime before anybody had noticed what happened. Because they trying to get a check now. Shit, you know how it go. So they go back to the accident, and now the ambulance come, and little beat cop come, and little fire truck, and they do their little regular routine. Now the word get back to me. Hey man, Booty them had an accident round now. I said, yeah. Okay, let me go see what's going on with them. So I shoot round there, right? When I go shoot round there, when I pull up on the side of the bus, I get out the car. I'm watching. I see some undercover cars start pulling up. Just like different little cars, like a Camry, a Honda, a Malibu. And they get out. I see a short little white dude, buzz cut head, gold badge on. I'm looking. I'm thinking in my mind, that's Vice. I said, oh, that's Vice. They coming through the hood. But they go to the car. They go to the car what Buddha them was in. He go look through the car. He don't find nothing. Hurry up and dip. Don't waste no time. Once they went to the car, search the car, they ain't seen nothing. They left immediately. I'm seeing it though. I'm watching. But I don't put two to two together. Now, Buddha them go to the hospital, right? Get out the same day. Ain't nothing wrong with them. That had to happen like on a Saturday. I want to say it was Monday night. Because I remember the football game on, Monday Night Football. I want to say the Bucks had a game on, something like that, right? My man hit me. Buddha hit me. Yeah, man, you know, I'm at the crib, man, whatever. I said, okay, I come through there. Boom, that's it, right? I end up going to sleep. I go to sleep. Later on, I get a phone call. Hey, man, them people around there at Buddha house. What? Yeah, Buddha house. Okay. Damn, dog. You know, if I wouldn't have went to sleep, if I would have followed what I was thinking about going to do, I would be over there too, with him, with the work, putting the play down. That's a bad situation. That's a life sentence. That's a whole life sentence right there if I didn't go to sleep. This how you play it. This how you gambling now. This how this world is when you out here gambling in the streets like that. Body say you tired, go to sleep. Or the universe say go to sleep. I gotta watch over you. That situation go down. But anyway, when I go around now and I pull up and look, I see the Burger in Malibu. I say, damn. I say, them the same car that came to the accident. That mean that day they was already following Buddy. They was already following him. They was already on his trail. So whoever he was communicating with at the time about making a play, that person there had to already be on the line with K Mack. You see? And that's how I almost ran into him. But that's when I first seen K Mack. Once again, this how Buddha say they came to the door. He said he was in the house. He was up. He thought it was me. Right? So he said he get a knock at the door. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, sheriff department. He said, what? The sheriff department. So he had been smoking. But he had to try to freshen up a little bit. So I said, yeah, the sheriff department. So when he go to the door and open the door, the sheriff, he back away. He open the door, then he back away from the door. When he back away from the door, K Mack jump up. Hey, what's going on, Cardo? You don't know who I am? Cardo like, nah, I don't know who you is. Oh yeah, I'm K Mack. What's going on? Ain't nothing going on. Hey man, can we search your house? Nah, you can't search it. You got to get a search warrant. All right, well, we smell marijuana, man. We can search it anyway. Nah, man, you can't come in here. So what they did, they went ahead and called the judge, went through the whole process of getting a search warrant, and so they can go search the house. When they went in there and searched the house, right? They just come up with a half ounce. He said, K Mack said, no, hell no, man. Y'all got me over here for this? He said, it supposed to be some bricks in here, man. He said, it supposed to be some bricks over here, man. Come on, man. You mean to tell me y'all got me over here for this? But anyway, he said he opened up the book again and said, man, I'm going to get everybody in this book. He said, I'm going to give him 30 years in prison. He said, I'm gonna give him 30 years in prison for playing with me. You see, that's what he tell Cardo. He say, and we know that you Cal Lieutenant. We know that. That's what that dude telling him. You see? So that's why it's hard to maneuver out there in the street when them people really on you, man. They gonna really get on you, dog. You know? But that dude K Mack, man, he knocked off a lot of dudes in this city. He was a feared DEA agent in this city, and a lot of people did not want that dude on their tail. Believe that. He gave out a lot of time around this motherfucker here. I could tell you that. All right? Man, y'all take it easy out there. Y'all be safe, man. That's just another one from the lab, man. I just had to dig deep for that one up, man. But y'all make it happen or you cap it.